I tell you, it has. I was gonna say it's been a week, but it's only Tuesday. Hey, everybody, how you guys doing? I'm so happy that you're joining me and my merry band of friends every Tuesday at 9:15 p.m. here on Facebooks and the YouTubes and the Twitches, and maybe one day on Spotify, so you could hear my voice and hear Dan's voice and every the rest of the guys ish. Plus the other two dudes. Yeah, it's kind of nice to actually have a variety of voices and faces every week. But lately, it's been the same mugs, except for today. But let's get to it. All right, here we go. So we got the best color man in the business. Look at that, the man with the clearest glasses in town. Yeah, that's stupid. And then we have Comic Sam already laughing. Look at that.
How's it going, everybody?
Well, I'm liking the hoodie. I don't know what is it, but I like it.
It's Haunted Mansion from Disney.
I like it.
Then we get the guy who, I don't know, we have another guest on the show once in a while. Tom hates everything because he hates all the movies that come out. J-Rob's about that. He's about close to that. J-Rob hates just about he hates everything. And then we have my brother from another color.
What up, folks? Good to see you again. Good to see
everybody.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's a fun time to to be alive because there's so much geek stuff going
right here,
on.
Sam? Is that my homegirl right here?
She's got her jammies on.
Oh, she can't make an appearance.
I don't think they sleep.
They don't sleep.
Your kids. Yeah.
She listen.
I like this game.
Dude,
So
Sam is the best dad. I'm just gonna point.
Is he
the best dad? My dad would have chewed me out of that room so fast.
That's because his kids are bigger than him.
Oh, you know what? Actually, she's gonna be like 7, and I gotta raise my arm up to put my arm on her head. It's not saying much because I'm tiny, but
I just love the fact that you just always welcome them in that room. They can hang out. That's awesome.
I think it is. I think it's true what Dan says because my dad would throw me out the fucking window.
Oh my god.
She could probably hang on the pod. She could probably tell you what movies suck.
I don't know. She likes Demon K-pop Hunter, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know if I can talk to her.
But I think I've come to the conclusion that this show's not a show without Dan at least mentioning fucking manga at least.
It's a movie. It's just a movie on Netflix.
It doesn't matter. It's still
I appreciate that you appreciate the eastern part of the world and what we have to offer. Even though I'm not from there anymore.
Hey man, I watch Vote.
That's because they only made one Mexican manga. It was actually really good on Netflix like 5 years ago. That was really dope though. You know what I mean? They were like superheroes in Mexico, and it was like 8 of them, and then they all got killed. It was really dope though. It was a very dope Netflix original series.
That's like a big spoiler though. You just talk about they all got killed. Like now.
Oh, and you also have what's that? Tracy.
We're off the rails already, Caesar.
You know what? What's the premise behind Off the Rails? It's a stupid ass manga shit that you always bring up, and every time you bring it up, it goes off the rails. Jesus, man! I'm gonna have that no manga policy, at least for the first 5 minutes.
We don't ban books and stuff here, Caesar.
For the first 5 minutes, I said
Caesar does if he has to read them. They're all banned.
Oh,
that doesn't support our.
If they made him crack his slabs and read them, he'd throw them all away. He's just not doing it.
Okay, guys, you guys are funny. So, one of the things I did want to bring about, because I was sitting there watching TV, God knows what the hell I was watching, some murder show, and I thought to myself, it would be a good topic because I don't know if we've touched on this yet or not, but I want to know what you guys who your opinion is on the most overrated superhero, whether it be Marvel or DC, and Marvel, sure, why not? And the most overrated DC or Marvel villain that for some reason you just don't get it. You just don't understand what the big hype is around it and why are people so enamored with such a character. Um, I'm not going to go first because I am kind of curious what you guys think, and I mean, I, I'm thinking that Ish is probably going to go with Gambit, because he has such hatred for Gambit.
Now he's going to say something else just because you said that.
But no, but he might, but he might find someone.
No, but my thing is, why would you say it? Why would you spoil mine if you're not going to go first? Like,
But am I right?
What do you get out of that? Like, I don't understand that. Like, what
That's
what
Ish,
you
am
get? What do you get
Ish,
on this?
but am I
This isn't
right?
how you create content. You know what I
Is-
mean? Like,
Actually, that
Were
is a
you
question.
going to say Gambit?
yeah,
Were you going to say
among
Gambit?
others.
Okay. See, I that's where I was getting at.
I don't
Gambit's
disagree
up.
with that choice, though. I feel that.
Well, since we're there, I might as
Feel it
well
in
my
keep going
bones.
to it, right?
Yes,
So,
go by, please.
we'll go around again because it's not for me. It's not just Gambit, but Gambit to me is I'm really overrated. Personal bias aside, right? And I have my biases because I certainly think he was a clone of an amalgamated clone of Longshot and Nightcrawler, specifically to fill that void in X-Men when both of them had left the team.
Ooh.
I thought I didn't know he was never popular at the time that he just wasn't. Right. And then I came back and found out he was really popular. I'm like, why? And it was because of the cartoon. Right. But I never understood and he's really overrated. Like, really, in that he doesn't rate. The writers write him like he's a joke because they really do. They really do. Like, I'm not even making this up. Like, they write him like he's the pun of jokes in the writing. The only person who actually pays respect to him right now is Gail Simone writing him in Uncanny X-Men. She really likes the character. But they kind of write him like a joke as well. And like, I don't get it. Like, all the things that they do to show you that Gambit sucks. He was a traitor. He kind of betrayed his own kind. He wears hot pink. He wears a trench coat. Like, all these things that they do, and people still like Gambit. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
So let me ask you, if there was never an X-Men cartoon, whether in the 90s or the new one that just came out, never existed, would Gambit be as popular as he is now?
I don't think so. So,
I don't think so.
So Dan, the research guy, pull up the cover of Uncanny X-Men 266. Just pull it up.
Okay.
I would bring mine down, but fucking wait.
Do I pull it up on my phone or just pull it up? Like,
No,
what
pull
do you
it
want
up.
to do?
Pull it up. So
Put up on the
so you can
computer.
share it.
Yeah, put up on the computer.
I can share it.
and I can share it.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second.
Because that's a it's, and we could segue and we could kind of lump this all together where the most overrated, but we could also include they would not be as popular if it was not for fill in the blank. Right.
I
In
think-
this
I think
case,
I would add Venom to the overrated list.
Oh,
And
you
I would
just
add
fucking
I would
stole
add
mine.
Deadpool.
Hey,
I
listen,
would add Deadpool.
are you going to
to
do
that.
them all? Are you going to do them all?
No.
Like, can we have some?
He's gonna do them all.
can
We're
we
gonna stop.
can we have
We're
some?
gonna stop. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop. I didn't even get to DC.
We're just gonna sit back. No. We'll
Yeah,
do a
but
round robin.
Venom's cool though.
He is, but really, you know what? I'm gonna let Dan expound on that because Dan has always has some
Like
wise things to
Venom's
say.
not cool. I
But
don't,
when J. Rob comes, he's gonna be like
Should I grab
Captain
the ball?
America.
Yeah, go ahead,
Rob's
go ahead.
gonna be like Captain America. He's gonna be like Superman, the Hulk. Like, yo, he gonna say all the words.
He's gonna say all the big ones.
ones.
Did you find the cover, Dan?
Yeah, I'm doing it now. I'm trying to share this thing. Let me know if you can see it.
Oh, there you go.
And this speaks to my point. That's what we get on the first cover appearance of Gambit in this so-called first appearance, second appearance. But is that dope? Does that make you think this is gonna be the wow character? Look at the art; it's terrible.
But let me ask you, Ish, if he wasn't wearing that cod piece or the hell that Speedo,
He's wearing a metal Speedo over a metal hot pink,
right?
in a 70s trench coat.
Let's just say it wasn't a hot pink, it was black or whatever, or whatever color you would choose. That's a cool color, and he wasn't wearing that Speedo. and and was not wearing the bandana, would you not be as critique? Your critique wouldn't be as bad.
I'm gonna throw it out here though that I've got a thing for Storm with no irises. Like I don't know why the white eye Storm is just hot.
So I'm gonna ask you a counter question because he is wearing that. Right? There is no what if. That is what he's wearing. So
Yeah,
my counter question to you is, Caesar, when you see this cover, right, for the first time, is that a character that you look at and say, oh my God, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. He's just going to be the best.
You know, I got to be honest. I never gave it two shits of a thought until you brought it into the light. And then I really started scrutinizing his outfit and the whole mankini that he's wearing there kind of really throws me off. How do I think about it? But the funny thing is, as a collector, right? As a first
And in the
appearance
meantime,
collector,
Dan, pull up long shot number 1 while Caesar's talking.
Okay.
as a first person collector, first appearance, you kind of have to have it. It's a thing. You got to have the first appearance of Gambit. It's just the way it is.
I have
right?
7 or 8 of them.
Right, but I get it. I get it. So that's okay. So that's
100 easy gets now.
Right. So that's your okay. So that's your. So let's go.
Put Peter's comment up because if it was
Peter
just the comic,
it was the TV show.
Gambit is not ever going to be. He's not. It needed to be.
He would just be one of those X-Men's that people don't really talk much about.
Did you find long shot number 1 really quick before we move? I want to show you something really quick.
There you go.
Oh, you did it. I may put it up. Hold on, let me put it up.
That's who Gambit. That's who Gambit. That's what they were trying to capture. They were trying to capture the vacuum that Nightcrawler and Longshot left when those two were removed from the X-Men. Who do you think looks cooler? Mullet and all. Mind you, that's a 1986 Art Adams cover.
Yeah, this looks cooler to me. This is the guy.
Longshot looks way cooler than Gambit.
Hey, Dan, scroll up a little bit, Dan. Let me just see his actual outfit. I don't think I've actually,
That's the great Art Adams, too, by the way. So it's hard comparison because the art between Epting and Art Adams is.
And what's his power like? Luck, right? His power is like luck.
Luck. Hollow bones. Really acrobatic. Him and Nightcrawler pretty much, which is what Gambit was, right? Longshot was the best looking dude, according to all the women. The Gambit filled that gap, that vacuum of Longshot, and he was like an amalgamation of those two characters.
What's up, Nikki?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so that's okay. All right. So that's issues.
How do I stop sharing?
I already stopped it. I stopped it.
Okay.
So this is my So we got issues, one of issues, because we're gonna also do villains and all that stuff. I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna have J-Rob kind of simmer there. What about you, Sam?
Hero from Marvel?
No, Marvel or DC doesn't matter.
Oh, or DC?
Yeah, someone that you're like, I'm over it. I don't get it. Why is he even? Popular as it is? And I'm giving. I know Dan's thinking about it because it's
Shazam.
Smoke.
I had to do a DC one.
That's what I was gonna say from DC.
Like, I don't understand why he got his own movie. Granted, I don't know if it was super popular, so maybe it proves my point, But the only good version of Shazam that we've ever seen, and we talked about it on the last show, was in Kingdom Come, where he was fighting Superman. But Shazam, I think, is overrated, and so is Black Adam. Like that whole family.
I don't think Black Adam's overrated.
I'm not about
because he's not nearly as popular. It doesn't nearly.
Correct. Yeah. Good night, kiddo. Love you.
Shazam. I can definitely off the movies. Those movies are horrendous.
Movies are horrendous.
Those movies were horrendous.
So I was thinking, Peter makes a comment right there. Yeah. Deadpool was going to be my other.
Oh my god!
Same for me.
For overrated.
Yeah.
I can't knock the movies though. Like, I love the movies.
They're entertaining.
They are
Okay.
very entertaining, but Deadpool is the most overused character besides Wolverine in all of comics.
And Venom.
His miniseries are just meh. The humor, it depends on the writer. Sometimes it sticks. Sometimes
It's not Joe
absolute
Casey.
dog crap.
It's not even.
You know, some of the worst miniseries that we've ever seen written. You know, like.
Nick,
But-
I really like.
But would I buy a New
you're
Mutants
losing
98?
points.
If I saw it available, all day, every day. So I mean, that's tough. I buy into
So-
the hype too.
So let me
It's
ask you though,
overrated
this-
there too, right? Like there's 1,000 9/8s.
There are. I mean,
Like,
yeah, but that's
it's
like
high-
Dan's
really
pick
high
that's
print
coming
run.
up, too.
But once
The most
again,
rated book.
just like the Gambit, right? You got to have it. You got everybody in their collection's got to have at least a Deadpool something in their point. Let me ask you: does Deadpool fall under what I said earlier about Gambit and the X-Men '97 or X-Men '90s cartoon? If Deadpool never made any movies at all, would he still be as popular as he is?
Yes.
Yes. I think
Yes.
the Joe Kelly series really took Deadpool to the next level. That was a compelling Deadpool. I'm a fan of the Deadpool who is
A villain.
actually, a threat and a villain and does just breaking the fourth wall sometimes, but they've turned him into a joke.
Well, the problem is, and to speak to what Caesar is saying about Deadpool, and the reason why we both say yes, is Deadpool is one of 3 characters that worked, but 4 that they tried with, right? Deadpool was such a popular villain that they turned him into an anti-hero, into a hero, before there was ever a movie. Because as a villain, he was really cool. The circle chase, all that stuff, really a cool villain.
Because many people don't know he started it out as a villain.
Right. And the other 2, they're the greatest villains that have become heroes. The 3.
And
The
Deadpool
other
has a
2
good look, but Deadpool's look is ripped off of Deathstroke
in Spider-Man. And so
and Spider-Man. So
the other 2 was Harley Quinn and Venom,
they
right?
just
And
pouched them up, 90s style.
The one that they failed with was Sabretooth. They wanted to turn Sabretooth into an anti-hero, into a hero, but it just didn't work. But they were able to do it with Harley Quinn and Venom. All
Harley
villains.
Quinn's overrated too.
I was going to say Harley Quinn. Really overrated. I don't get it, but really overrated. But these are the greatest, and you have to have their first appearances, right? They're the greatest villain turn anti-hero hero in the history of comics. Deadpool, Venom, Harley Quinn. Those are the 3.
Okay, so let me.
So,
No, because Dale's having issues.
that's like I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm gonna drop my words and then say F you all.
Yeah.
What? Just because I'm Mexican, you got like that or what?
Yeah, you do. You do.
So
You
have
didn't
the
say you
Baja
didn't.
Blast with it. If you don't have the Baja Blast, it's not a complete meal.
Hey,
Listen, I had a cherry freeze with bourbon.
Okay, all right.
Baja Blast is overrated. I give you that. But I used to eat down those party packs by myself back in the day.
You eat chalupas?
Nah, I just go straight up taco.
He's like, I'm Mexican, man. I don't
Nick,
eat
this is
commercial
literally a
food.
show where we're saying what are the most overrated. It's not that we don't like them; we like them, but they're
let's
overused, overrated.
Yeah, so for those who just pop in, Nick, for your
Theme of this
example,
show.
so today's topic is not so much we don't like, but who we think is the most overrated villain and most overrated superhero, whether it be Marvel or DC. Overrated meaning it's not that you don't like them; it's just like you don't get the hype they're getting, or you just don't understand why they're so popular.
I don't like Gambit, but I do like Deadpool. But I do also think Deadpool is overrated.
Deadpool's overrated.
Correct.
Right.
I liked it.
Right.
I really liked Deadpool, but
Yeah.
overrated. Just like,
So-
you know what? I'm not going to steal anyone's thunder because I don't know what we're going to come up with. I have another hero.
So
8 years
Jay,
ago.
I have a few.
How about-
We're not fun with this one.
yeah, we have a few. We have some hours here. J Rob, who do you think? And be don't be stupid. I mean, give us some I know you
Don't be stupid.
because I know J Rob. J Rob be like,
That's
well,
messed up. J-Rob hasn't been on the show in forever, and he gets a disclaimer before he goes.
because
Don't be
I know J Rob. I know J Rob because J Rob will come back and go, well, half of DC and half of Marvel.
J.
You know, 'cause
Rob
I
gonna
know-
be like
I get
Marvel
specifics,
comics
bro.
as a whole. And as soon as
Yeah.
you say something, let me talk. Yeah,
Let me talk.
Let me talk.
And then his voice will go, and his lips will go.
Even
All right.
Marvel
Let me know when
comics
y'all
as a
done.
whole.
I'm not ready for the real
You're gonna
answers.
say Mickey Mouse. You go like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Go ahead, J-Rob. Go ahead.
No, they were already made. Superman. Wait, hold on.
I knew this was coming.
I think the character was created to he's so OP that it's hard for you to write something for him or to write villains. So you can make interesting stories. If you look at the total catalog of Superman, the majority is not good stories. And again, I just think he's just made to be so powerful to where it's difficult for them.
J-Rob, can I jump on your bandwagon real fast?
Go ahead.
I know we usually go and we come to J-Rob, but I kind of follow this because when he was first created, it was cool when he's like battling low-level thugs and he's stopping bullets and he's running faster than trains. That made sense. But now, as he's evolved, everybody's got kryptonite. Everybody's duplicating him. He doesn't kill. It's like, what are you really doing anymore? I mean, I'm not a hater of Superman. Like, I love Superman, but I can get behind that.
I don't hate
Let's unpack
Superman.
it,
I just think
because I don't agree, nor do I disagree. And the reason why is because there's this duplicity in me when it comes to this conversation, in that we are talking about the greatest IP next to Mickey Mouse, right? So in that sense, he's not overrated. Yeah. But in the sense that Superman cannot sell a comic book and never really could sell a comic book throughout the duration of my life speaks to, like, is he overrated? You know what I mean? But it's like comic book heroes exist because Superman exists. Everyone's trying to not recreate Superman.
Comic book would not
we
be
have
as
such a diversity of characters. It's very good.
I think you're right. You can't hate the character, nor can you hate the IP. But I think as the reader has evolved from casual, maybe I save the book, maybe I don't, to I want much more interesting storylines, much more interesting characters. He's becoming less and less relevant.
I mean, DC's had continuity issues and crises over the fact that they have to keep retconning him in particular because creators, to Jay's point, find him very hard to write.
But I think there's a reason why Superman is timeless. Like, when you go back to like the tagline, truth, justice, and the American way, right? Like, people want to believe that Superman represents that. So in that respect, I don't think he's overrated. He represents the best of us as Americans, right? Now, does that mean he sells books consistently?
No, as Kryptonians.
But the death of Superman is maybe the most relevant event that has ever happened in comics because he resonates just on a human level.
No, it is the most relevant event that ever happened in comics.
So I don't know. I think that Superman,
I mean, the S in and of itself cannot be overrated.
Exactly.
There's just no way the S by itself can be overrated.
But the thing is, if Superman didn't come out in 1930s and he came out now, he would not be. He would just fall under the melting pot of everybody else, right?
Is he? Would comics exist? Would superhero comics exist?
They wouldn't.
We know
Superman is
no. Let's. I tell you what. Let's twist it. Let's twist it a little bit. Let's just say Captain America came out in the late 1930s, right? Let's just say it was Captain America instead of Superman. And Captain America was the man who was responsible for all other superheroes that come out and all that stuff. Hey, great. This an alternate universe, the what if theory. And if all of a sudden this guy named Superman came out a couple of years ago, would he be as popular as he is now? Or is it because Superman is the first one who started it all, and that's why he's popular as he is?
That's a great question. I would first of all, Jason brought up the most discussion-worthy example thus far. First of all, second of all, I would say that I think it depends on who is writing the first appearance of Superman in the modern era. Like, is it Alan Moore or is it
Mark Waid?
Right? Is it Mark Waid? Are we getting what he wrote in Kingdom Come? That would be relevant, right? Like, if he appeared that way, that would impact people. You
I
know
don't
what I
think
mean?
there's any more relevant
I think there's
story
a couple things
to
at play.
Superman than Kingdom Come.
I think there's a
today.
couple things at play though, right?
Death of Superman
It's
is
not
relevant.
just the writer. Well, I don't think it's just the writer that you can pin it on and say, would he be as good or not good? I think the problem is, again, the complexity of the story. Like, it's easy to gravitate towards a hero or a villain when they're low level. It's in the town, it's in the neighborhood. It's a simple beat up the thug type
An
of story.
underdog.
But as these stories are becoming multiversal, and like now you're getting the Bizarro Superman, and you're getting, the Dark Superman or whatever. Like, then you're like, well, he's not as amazing as he was when he was just Superman. Now he's. So I don't
But
know
you know what?
if in today's day and age, with
To Caesar's point, and look at how great Absolute Superman is. Like, it's really great.
Mm-hmm.
Asking the wrong person.
It's better than Superman. And to be honest, Superman as of recent has been good through Action Comics and his current series. It's actually pretty good. But
All right. So what?
I think J-Rob, you had a
he
good one.
really had
That's a good one.
for
Well,
the first
because
time
it's
ever. He didn't
Negative.
go with
So-
Youngest Eyes or
Yeah, he didn't say something stupid.
I didn't get to it yet.
So Dan, who's on your list?
Was is J-Rob
Yeah,
done?
he's a Superman. We got it.
We're only doing
Okay,
one,
we
right?
go
No,
around.
well,
We gotta go
We'll
around.
go around. We'll go around. We'll go around.
That's what I thought.
So Dan,
Most
just in
overrated hero?
in your eyes.
Cyclops.
Ish.
Cyclops.
Now, is that because you just don't get it?
No, because he's a bitch.
You're gonna say the same thing about Wolverine?
He's overrated too.
No, okay.
Yeah, but not as much as
He's like
Cyclops.
way over. No, he's more overrated than Cyclops. There's
So-
no way Wolverine should be able to last 30 seconds against the Hulk.
Dell, is that coming to you? Is that on your list? Would you say Wolverine is your guy?
No, it's just because of the whole situation with
Batman's
Um,
overrated too.
Phoenix.
Batman's
that?
really
Was
overrated.
that it? Oh, don't say. But you know what? There's so many good. Like, I was gonna say Iron Man, but I love you don't have super abilities, but you make it happen. I love that.
This is making that's Daredevil.
That's Daredevil. That's Iron Man.
No,
That's
Batman.
I mean,
Batman does things he's not supposed to be able to do. Daredevil
Like
ain't
what?
on the Avengers for a reason.
Give me an example of what Batman's not supposed to do.
I'll give you a great example. Did you ever see that movie Batman vs Superman?
Uh-huh.
So when Doomsday showed up and Wonder Woman and Superman were fighting Doomsday, what did Batman do?
He shot his guns at him.
He got in his car.
And he got in his car. He got in his flight. He went to go find the fucking kryptonite, and I mean,
That's the best example that he doesn't belong in the Justice League because seriously, Dell, don't get mad. Don't get mad.
No.
Hold on, let me explain this to you. Let me explain
Before
to you why.
No, you're not answering my question.
I am. Here's an example.
I'm waiting for it.
Every time the Justice League go to stop a supervillain, they have to actually move at Batman's pace.
Okay.
Superman could be there in the blink of an eye, but instead, he has to take the same amount of time it would take Batman to get there because Batman can't be there in a blink of an eye. Wonder Woman has to they have to do everything at Batman's pace.
Okay. So when are you going to answer my question?
He doesn't belong on a Justice League.
That wasn't the question.
Your question was give you an example of what? Why he's overrated?
Oh, no, what you said, he does stuff he's not supposed to do. That's what the
Like
question.
Superman.
Okay, so why didn't you say, okay, why can't he fight Superman?
Because Daredevil can't fight Superman. Because
What's that got to do with my man?
a regular person in a suit can't fight the same guy who goes toe to toe with Doomsday.
Okay. Can you say Batman's a regular guy?
Yes.
So you can take Batman on.
That doesn't mean he's not a regular guy.
He's not.
I can't dunk like Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan's a regular
if
guy.
Superman can't sell a book, why can Batman sell books?
Okay. That's for. But anyways, So you're one to say that me, I'm a regular person, and an Olympic French is a regular person. He is an abnormal person. Someone by Adela Mike, William, I have headsets right here.
He's
The
abnormal.
point is, he is abnormal. Like you can't compare every person as an average person. Batman is not a regular person. I'm gonna agree though with you that he's not supposed to fight Superman, right? And I agree with you on that. But you can't compare him to us.
Yeah, but I'm
In no
not
way.
comparing him to us. I've never compared him to us. I compared him to superheroes like Superman and Wonder Woman. I specifically compared him to the Justice League.
Okay, and I asked you, so Batman is a regular person like you said yes.
Yeah, he's a regular human being.
He's not a fucking regular human being.
Wait a minute. So you're using semantics here, right? Everything that Batman physically is capable of, every human being has the tools to achieve that. Whether they do or not, they have the tools to learn 20 martial arts. They have the tools. They actually have these tools. Whether they actually achieve that or not, they have these tools. Batman cannot
I think Ben
fly
Affleck said
and
it
lift
perfectly.
100 tons.
I know, but Ben Affleck said it perfectly when Barry Allen's like, "What's your superpower?" He goes, "I'm rich." I mean, that's what this is about. He has infinite wealth to make all these tools, all these resources. Plus, he's very, his detective abilities are amazing.
That's what it is. He's a detective. He came out of detective comics for Pete's sake. He's a guy who solves he solves stuff with his brain, and he has the money for the trinkets, right? That's where he gets those wonderful toys because he could afford it.
Is this concept which is really the essence of what makes him overrated, Dell? This concept that he can beat anybody with prep time, which has never happened in a comic book. There's no prep time. What issue is there? Prep time Batman. Where did this come from?
I love that.
That's
insane.
what the overrated thing is.
Prep time Batman.
Show me the
Prep
first
time
appearance
Batman.
of prep time. Like, give me which issue was the first appearance of prep time.
Didn't I agree with you that he should go toe to toe with Superman? I agree with you on that.
I mean, one of the best Batman stories actually isn't in Batman. It's in JLA, and it's called Tower of Babel. And it is when Batman has a contingency for every single hero on the Justice League. And it gets taken by a villain, and it just
the villain in that series comes to get Batman because Batman is the only one on the Justice League that he's concerned with that can beat him.
Hey Sam, isn't there a cartoon episode of that?
I believe
where
so. Yeah,
Batman actually has a file of everyone's certain weakness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
And Batman's always ready because he stays
always ready.
He's always
ready.
Yeah, I get it. So, all right. So, Dale, did you have someone on your list?
I didn't know. I just saw that like the thing. I'm thinking of one right now. Ask me.
So let's go around. Let's
circle back to Cyclops.
Let's fuck like as you said, he's a bitch. So for right now, we did some superheroes. Let's go with the villains. Who's the most overrated in your guys' eyes villain that you're going? I don't get it. I mean, he or she is pretty average, but for some reason, people love them.
He's not average, but he's overrated. It's mainstream Marvel Universe Thanos. Overrated is AF.
Anybody before Thanos.
AF, the mainstream. If you just watch the movies, these people would think Thanos is the most pop, and he's not.
Yeah, that's true.
And Scarlet Witch. Sorry.
Oh, that's gonna just a lot of people.
Wait a minute. You're saying
you ever read Scarlet Witch?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying.
You read her in comics? She's not that.
Disagreeing. I'm just saying, like you're gonna.
Now is Scarlet? What? Now I'll say this, and I'll say it again. Is Scarlet Witch just popular because of the movies?
She's
now,
not popular comic-wise, can't sell a book.
Right. So I'm saying, in general, people love the Scarlet Witch because of the movies.
Yes.
And the TV shows.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'll go. Boomerang. Is it Captain Boomerang or Boomerang?
Captain
Both.
There's two.
He's both Captain Boomerang and
and then there is Boomerang in Marvel and Captain Boomerang in DC.
Listen,
Captain Boomerang is what I'm talking about.
no one's going to argue with that one, with you on that one. Let's be honest. I mean, the dude who's very accurate with the boomerang. All right, that's. You want to talk about an average guy? He's kind of like Bullseye, right? Bullseye is a normal dude, but he's just fucking accurate as shit. You know, he's not super powered. He's not superhuman. He doesn't fucking hop, leap.
But he isn't overrated either, though. Like, he's not fighting Superman.
He's fighting Flash.
He's fighting Daredevil.
See, I'm surprised nobody came out of the gate with Joker.
He was on my list.
Yeah, he was.
Are we sort of in agreement that he's a little overrated? Because after all, what?
He's not overrated.
He's smart?
He's not.
He's a lot overrated.
Yeah, he
because
wasn't.
If Batman was who people say
smart.
Batman is, Joker would have been gone a long time ago. Like he's
right.
Batman
he's
is who people say he is. What we doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Batman.
So,
Yeah. What's he do? He sprays acid on your face from his little flower on his lapel. He's like,
I was thinking that.
who falls for that shit?
It's funny how
and still
Batman.
one of the greatest villains of all time.
well,
Top
that's
10, easy.
Who?
But is it because once again the Joker?
Yeah.
But is it once again? Is it because of
He might be
when
number one.
But is it because of when he came out? Is Joker because of where he came? Because of the time he came out? He came out when villains.
No, because Joker was irrelevant until Neil Adams, like,
did his thing.
Did his thing. Batman
It's
251 like reinvented the Joker.
It's funny how much writers have the influence when it comes to this kind of thing, right? Kudos to the writers that'll bring certain characters to life, whereas they would just fall into the abyss of random villains if it's not for the good writing. How about you, Dan?
Neil Adams completely like turned the Joker into what we know him today.
Who did you have on your list, Dan?
Well, I said Joker, and I'll be honest with you. I kind of I don't want to start. I don't want to be real provocative here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to say Loki.
Can't get any more prep time than that.
Hello.
Right. I would have said Loki. Like Loki's made this amazing resurgence because of the MCU, and this guy was on the fringes. Like, I mean, yeah, he was a couple times showing up in Thor, but now he's like
Loki,
amazing. Now he's like,
but you know what? Loki is a very good example of a contribution because of the movies. Everybody loves the Loki, because of the MCU.
I mean,
and
isn't Thor the same way?
And Tom Sturridge did a good job with the character, but that
Thor's the same way.
Thor's
the same way. Just a very boring character. Well, Donny Cates and L. Ewing are writing him really well, but before then, are you reading Thor?
It's kind of funny when I say
the story of Thor though was kind of neat. Like this guy, who was he? Like a doctor. He found the hammer and imbued him. He was like in early Thor, he was like a doctor that had like a physical disability, I believe, right? Or like he was weak or something, and then he picks up the hammer
because he was in trouble again.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a cool story. Loki, his story, even his origin story, is dumb.
Until the MCU, though, like all of the Avengers minus Cap, really, were like throwaway.
Everybody was buying Iron Man because it was boring.
Nobody was clamoring for Hawkeye.
Boring.
Oh, definitely not Hawkeye.
Hawkeye
I mean, look at Iron Man was not a household name. Thor was not a household name. None of them. Like,
nope.
And I'm not saying they're overrated, but they were nothing until the movies happened.
Yep.
What about you, J-Rob? Villain.
I don't know. I didn't even think about a villain, to be honest.
I just said it 30 minutes ago.
But I don't, like Sam was saying, like these characters were in the movie. They weren't household names, but you got to keep in mind the reason these characters were in these movies wasn't because of their popularity. It's because of
Oh,
we
God.
lost
hear
your
you.
audio.
What
Here we go.
IPs they still own?
I know
wonder if
sound
we
like
have-
what-
Can I finish that
So-
sentence? The reason why they were in the movies is because Marvel sold off Spider-Man and
all their popular
X-Men,
characters.
and like
Oh, the popular
literally,
characters.
So them being those characters being in movies doesn't make them overrated. They weren't in the movies because they
Yeah,
were
but that's not why
highly
we're saying they're overrated. We're saying they're overrated because people think that they are better than they actually are because of the movies.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
I agree with you,
And back
Peter.
to my
Hulk
point
was
of what-
always popular, but Hulk was sold too. Like Universal had Hulk.
And it is true because the way I see it as because of the movies, there are people who are non-comic people that know all the Avengers. They know who Loki is. They know all the Avengers. They know all the villains because of the movies. They didn't know probably existed in the comic books in 1960s, 1950s, or
I just got to
whatever.
say something. I just want to clarify to the audience and for my own personal opinion, and I don't speak for everyone else, that me personally, and this is something that I've learned, that there are divisions in fandoms. And because I read comic books, the source material, I don't want to gatekeep. And I think that fandom can be anything that brings you to become a fan of the character. Some people will never read a comic book, and their fandom of specific characters is specifically because they watch a cartoon or specifically because they enjoy them in movies. And this is okay. We are talking about comic books. Our emphasis is on because we're source material people. So we're not saying that Thor may not be overrated or Harley Quinn may not be overrated to you. You may have never read a Harley comic book and never intend to, and just love the character because you got introduced to her through cartoons, movies, cosplays, whatever it is. And that doesn't make you any less a fan. So I personally don't want to gatekeep that. You know what I mean? Because fandom comes from many different sources.
Yeah, I would have said Bane, but I didn't say Bane because of the Harley Quinn cartoon. I love that version of Bane.
Yes.
Otherwise, I would have said Bane.
That's a very good point, Ish, because people fall in love with characters due to movies or cartoons, and someone like I'm a very prime example. You guys know I read everything, and I like Ghost Rider. People always ask me every single fucking time, oh, you're in comic books. Who's your favorite character? I go, I don't have one, but I do kind of like Ghost Rider. Why? Because I think he's kind of cool, and that's my only like.
My favorite character is CGC.
Cougar Command.
But someone mentioned Venom earlier, and as being a little overrated.
A little.
Now, okay, so we own it. You guys, it's a majority of people here that think that Venom's a little too much. Is it because of all the books that he's? What is it? What makes him a little overrated in your guys' eyes?
Why
Can
Venom?
one-
Oh, I've been talking. I wanted other people to go.
No, anyone.
We're saying why Venom is overrated?
Yeah, why do you think? Is it because of the movies or just what is it?
I just think in my opinion, the way he's been portrayed, except for Ultimate Spider-Man, I think if you've been reading Ultimate Spider-Man, I kind of like that Venom, so it would make me change my mind. But other than that, a lot of things I make it feel like it's overrated. I mean, the way the character is portrayed, the way it's like one of now becomes Spider-Man's ultimate villains, the way Tom Hardy plays it in the movie, like I just don't see it's getting a lot of credit and it's getting a following undeserved. There's way better villains to be following than somebody like Venom. And
so I agree with Dan, but I
but which
disagree with
villain?
the villain part
Which
because I
Spidey
think
villain is better than Venom?
I think Venom was one
Doc
of the
Ock.
best Spider-Man villains that we got in a long time. And as a villain, I don't think he was overrated. I remember as a kid reading issues. The first time I saw this, where it was so compelling to me, where Venom was somewhere in the vicinity, and Spider-Man recognized him, and he ran. He was like, I hope he doesn't see, because he just couldn't. Like Venom was better than Spider-Man in every way
He was
because of the
Spider-Man's
symbiote.
horror.
And
Like,
he
Yeah.
ran from him, and that was like,
He
yo,
was scary.
yeah, he was afraid of him. You know what I mean? Like really
Well,
afraid
well,
of Venom.
yeah, I mean, I get
personally
it, but
don't think Venom's overrated.
I think he's overrated I think he's overrated as a hero.
Anti-Venom? Yeah.
Interesting.
I agree with Ish.
You don't think Sam? So you don't think he's overrated?
I don't think he's overrated at all. Look at the history of Venom, like the history of the suit, what it did to Spider-Man in general, and then when he debuted, how he was just a menacing horror to Spider-Man. He
A
defined,
villain though.
yeah, but
terrified Spider-Man.
he defined what Spider-Man was
Yes.
for the modern generation. No
Yeah.
other villain at all could hold a candle to Venom at all.
Spider-Man
Right?
ran from him. He
Venom
did
is
not
the
wanna
reason why
fight him.
Carnage is so popular. And then you look at the
Carnage is
evolution of
overrated too,
Venom.
though.
Yeah.
But how
Oh,
is he
Carnage.
overrated though when he has stood the test of time? He's defined villains for Spider-Man. He has then created his own offshoot, like entire like universe of symbiotes and everything, and King in Black and
And the whole
Null. And
symbiote stuff
like,
is overrated.
is it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I think Venom resonates more with collectors than maybe any other villain except for Joker.
Venom isn't a villain.
There's a reason why there's 25,000 copies of ASM 300 graded. There's a
Venom
reason
isn't a-
why
Venom
Venom is
isn't a
the
villain.
number 3 most popular actual property graded by CGC in
He's not a
Marvel
villain.
categories over every
but I
single
think
other
Todd
That
book
also
McFarlane's
speaks
except
to
for
being
Spider-Man.
overrated. That
Like,
all can also speak equally to it being overrated.
I don't know. I think he's so popular. I don't see him as
I think
overrated.
McFarlane's overrated.
I
Whoa.
do too. I do too.
So can we agree that we can see Venom as a villain is not overrated, but Venom as an anti-villain hero is overrated?
Venom as a
Is
hero
he
is
more
overrated.
is he more overrated than Punisher, than Deadpool?
See, but that's the thing. I
Harley
didn't.
Quinn?
Yeah,
I
but
didn't mention
you're
Punisher.
mentioning people that are also overrated.
Well,
No,
see,
I know, but
I
I'm
didn't mention
saying-
Punisher because I feel like Punisher is a true, like, if now in this day and age somebody was going to like fight crime, that's probably what it would look like. Like somebody goes crazy, gets a bunch of guns, has a military background. Like that to me is more relevant than a symbiote.
The reason why Punisher to me is not overrated because deep down inside, Punisher represents what many of us feel when we see some injustice in the streets or whatever, and you kind of
Who
go,
is this many of
"Oh,
us you're talking about?"
huh?"
Me?
What's No, listen.
What you mean? Like,
I will tell you right now. I will straight up be a straight up vigilante if I had the power and stuff like that. Oh, trust me. Oh, fucking
I'm
trust
good.
me.
I'm good on that. You know what I mean? I,
You know,
I, a certain way, all of that. I'm good on the vigilantism, man. I didn't see enough.
I would be
shot
that.
Like, yo.
I just say I would be that guy. What I'm saying is that Punisher does what many people think they wish they could do, and he does it. So to
Punisher
me,
isn't
Yeah,
overrated, though.
but like what?
no, he's not overrated at all.
He
That's
was
what I'm
I
saying.
overrated
guarantee
in
you
the-
that
in the
most of the
80s
people
going
that
into the
rock like a
90s.
Punisher skull have they can't name a relevant Punisher story.
Okay, well, and you're right. And I will tell you that Punisher was overrated in the 80s and 90s when he had 4 books for no reason. There was just
Yeah.
no good reason for Punisher to have 4 comic books.
Interesting.
At the
Okay.
same time. That's the only time I think he was overrated. I don't think Punisher is overrated as a character.
What do you think
right.
of the theory that like the character is less overrated the less books they have? Like if you're overrated, they're like, here, just do this. Here's a Punisher title, knock it. You know, here's 4 of them. But if you don't have a lot of different runs for a character, that's probably a less overrated character because they're taking it very deliberately. Is there
Well, it
any
depends on
credence to that?
what you're comparing it to, right? There is a very good reason in the 80s and 90s why Spider-Man had 4 and 5 titles, and they all sold. You know what I mean? They all
There's a reason
sold
why
well.
Spider-Man is a billion-dollar franchise on its own.
Like they all sold well. The Punisher titles didn't sell well when there's no reason. Warzone, and he had like 3-4 titles. Just no point.
I
War
agree with
Journal.
you here. War Journal was the best.
Mhm.
And then the Ennis run. The Ennis run was fantastic.
Okay, all right. So who's the other? To stick with the line of villains. Oh, well, in that case, Sam, I didn't come to you. Who do you think is an overrated villain?
Riddler.
I don't think he's overrated.
Is
Pretty cunning.
highly touted?
He barely shows up.
I thought you were going to say Baron Zemo.
Baron Zemo.
I mean, I would say most of Batman's rogues gallery. Penguin,
Yeah, Penguin's another good one.
Scarecrow. You know what I mean?
Penguin. How
His
did that
rogues
guy
gallery is
get leg?
terrible. He fights. He gets his practice against the Penguin, and then he goes and fights Superman. Like, what are we doing?
But they're all incredible. That's the problem. But you know,
Great.
a lot of them are kind of overrated.
Great.
People think because they saw the Penguin HBO series, that's the Penguin. That's not. That's like Sopranos. That's not the Penguin.
And the Penguin's actually better though in the comics.
See, the villain of Batman that I don't think is overrated is Two-Face.
Oh, say him.
I don't think Killer Croc and Man-Bat are overrated.
Yeah, but they're not. Killer Croc and Man-Bat, I think, are on a second tier of Batman villains.
I
They should
agree.
be on the first tier. Though.
I mean, I agree with you, but they're not the A-list Batman rogue. You know, there's a hierarchy.
If that was
those
the case,
Batman
right, Sam? If that was the case, right, everybody would want that Detective Comics 300. I mean, they would all that book would be going crazy because he was a tier, a pretty high tier, and you can't compare
the overrated
Man-Bat and Batman.
I mean,
You think Poison Ivy's overrated?
Or we said we were having an argument about is Catwoman really a villain?
Right.
I feel like Mr. Freeze is all right when it comes to the Rogues Gallery.
But those are people that should be higher tier. Mr. Freeze.
I mean, Mr.
Killer
Freeze
Croc,
Bell
Man-Bat.
is only relevant because of the animated series, and it made Mr. Freeze a straight badass. One of the best rogues, in my opinion. Now,
Hold on, Sam. Hold on.
Schwarzenegger did that. He made.
What do you mean?
He made Mr. Freeze into something.
No, man. What is it? Heart of Ice made Mr. Freeze one of the best Batman villains. They took
And it
that.
won an Emmy.
Yeah, it won an Emmy. They took that story, they adapted it into what Freeze is today. He is relatable. He is menacing. He is just. He's
And
one of my favorite.
His wife is like the worst ever. Nora Freeze.
Yeah, Nora's.
Yo.
She's awesome in the Harley Quinn cartoon, though.
Yeah. She's awesome, period. Like she's crazy. She takes his crazy to the next level.
So
he needs Batman to help him with her. Like,
so
for real.
speaking of Rogues Gallery, let's compare overrated when it comes to Rogues Gallery. Who's more overrated? Flash's Rogues Gallery
Oh yeah.
or Batman's?
I don't think Flash's Rogues Gallery is overrated. I think it's just whack.
It's not on the same level as Batman's Rogues Gallery
It's
at
just
all.
not. Most people can't name his Rogues Gallery outside of Kid Captain Cold. Which
See, I love the Flash. Flash was always one of my favorites, but I can't compare his Rogues Gallery to Batman.
I mean, you can't hate on Reverse Flash though, or Zoom. Like you.
Oh yeah, those.
Zoom it, Reverse Flash and Zoom are like the best of the Rogues Gallery. Like Gorilla Grodd.
I like Gorilla Grodd. I love Gorilla Grodd.
I like Gorilla Grodd too, but he's not. Every single Batman rogue is more interesting.
Right, because if you're
even Gorilla Grodd could beat them all up.
Mirror Master, hey Peter, Mirror Master is very relevant right now.
Yes, especially
very
in
relevant, especially in
Absolute.
What Absolute? I got it here. Absolute.
All in, right? No,
Nobody
free comic book day.
Nobody's reading
Absolute Evil over here, which was sick.
Yeah, but the free comic book day is his first appearance.
Correct. But I mean, what he's able to do in this next issue, I mean, it's.
If you were to match up,
and it's Trickster.
It sounds.
Come on, no.
Listen, if you were to hold up,
Pied Piper.
Yeah.
Hear me out. If you were to match the Rogues, the Pied Piper,
Captain Boomerang.
If you were to match up his Batman's Rogues against Flash's Rogues 1-on-1, right? They go head to head. I think that the Flash is. I think that the Flash is.
Quick Wally West. The Pied Piper
I mean, Zoom beats every Batman.
Oh, that's true. Zoom.
Like
between Zoom.
I agree, Robert.
Between Zoom and Gorilla Grodd and Mirror Master, just those three alone.
And Abracadabra.
Yeah, but the problem is, though, comparing a rogues gallery that fights a metahuman versus a
Was it
rogues
Shade?
gallery
Man
that
who
fights
fades
Also
down.
Shade, right?
Batman. You know what I mean?
That is true.
I mean, don't forget Raja Al Ghul too. So
That's true.
yeah,
I mean, I think Zoom is one of maybe the most powerful
yeah.
villains in all of DC.
The thing is with Zoom, he can take. I don't think he can win, but he can take on every person from the Justice League, like
Yeah.
one on one.
But
Oh,
so can
yeah.
Flash.
What is Zoom's? And once again, is Zoom because he's able to go back in time? Is that what what's more of his special power than everybody else? Than
I
Zoom
thought it
Flash?
was virtual meetings, Zoom and WebEx.
he traps everyone locked inside of these little squares that we're in here with you, Caesar.
So Peter Maresca is absolutely right about
Kick
Solomon
them.
Grundy, but they keep retconning him. Like Solomon Grundy on any given day is the Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
My
Solomon
favorite.
Grundy's great. Yeah, I agree.
And I loved Solomon Grundy in Super Friends.
I'm
Just
done with you,
awesome.
Sam.
Yeah.
You like the Wonder Twins too, right?
Hold on. What did J Rob say? You guys see something, J Rob?
No, I was giving y'all a thumbs up. I'm taking a test. I'm listening to y'all.
You're
This was taking a
love-
test.
You're taking the test.
The
Why,
test
you-
is.
Oh,
You could get
see,
an F on this test. 'Cause
They-
of mine.
Negative.
he's writing Solomon Grundy on his test.
Negative.
I would say
You know-
Joker is the most overrated villain in DC, and I would only say that because of.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's the most recognizable villain in DC, which is kind
Not
of
Harley? Or are we considering
Harley's not a
Harley
villain,
to be a hero?
She's 100% not a villain.
Okay.
But would you
And
consider her
she's
overrated?
really overrated.
Okay.
Yes.
In general.
Okay. I have a question with that, right? I believe Joker is the most iconic of the DC villains, but do you think Black Adam had a move or spike in popularity when The Rock played him?
No.
X, no.
No,
That harmed it.
A lot of people didn't know who Black Adam was.
It harmed it. It did it.
And what made it worse is when man, what's his name? Sam
The Rock.
Bendis. What made it worse, right? Because Bendis has created some great characters and done some great writing, and then he's done some horrible characters. And when he wrote Justice League in 2021 and he turned Black Adam into Shazam, yo,
What was that? What was that?
yo,
I feel like what makes it worse
yo.
is like when these celebrities get up and before the movie launches, like there's a new bad guy in town. Remember that whole speech that Dwayne the Rock Johnson did when Black Adam was coming? He's like, "There's a new bad guy coming in the DC universe." Like that was gonna sell it, and then it tanked, and everybody was like, "Yeah, that was a good try, but I guess we're not doing that again."
Yeah, but that's
And
what the entire
Bendis was just not in his bag,
He
though.
did.
Sam, do you remember when he relaunched Legion in 2021 and they had the Legion rings that the comic shops were giving away, and he reintroduced Karate Kid and made him from China?
dude. It was
And he had him
Peter.
dressed like a Buddhist, like a Shaolin monk, and then called him the Karate Kid. I'm like, yo, dude,
there's like I can't
what are you
knock Bendis
doing?
because he's done so much to push comics forward, and most of I mean,
Who, The Rock?
no Bendis, but
Okay.
like everything that we have now, honestly, is built on the foundation of what Bendis did in the early 2000s. But man,
Civil War.
the
And
2000
Reread
teens was
Miles.
not good storytelling for in my
Yeah.
eyes.
His
for
X-Men
Bendis.
run was terrible.
Quick question: Toymaster, whose villain is that? Is that Superman's or is that Flash?
Toymaster is Superman.
And
Superman.
sometimes Flash.
Trying to remember.
Really?
But yeah,
Toy-
but mostly
When
Superman.
is he in Flash?
Toymaster? Toymaster.
Are you sure
What's
you're
that?
not thinking of Trickster?
No, I'm thinking of Toymaster.
No,
I'm also
Toymaster.
thinking of,
Because
the other lady.
Toyman is a soups guy.
So speaking of, so Soup has his own sort of rogues gallery.
I'm
Oh,
done with
yeah.
these two.
Bizarro.
I'm done.
Brainiac.
I am done.
But-
Well,
but
Bizarro,
Superman-
yeah, I know
Have you
Bizarro.
ever heard
Superman's
of
rogues
Lex
gallery is
Luthor?
weird, dude.
No,
Lex
I-
Luthor?
yeah,
Lex
I said
Luthor?
rogues
Brainiac?
gallery.
Bizarro.
Not-
Brainiac.
Maybe?
Brainiac.
Brainiac.
Come on.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm trying to think
Bizarro.
of. Okay, Bizarro,
Mr.
Brainiac.
Doomsday.
Okay, well,
He
I
said
don't know if I would
he has his
consider
own
him
rogues
as-
gallery. Of course, he
I don't know
has
if I would
his own rogues
consider.
gallery.
Yeah, but you know what? The funny thing is
But
that
after
when
that,
I
you get
think of
weird
those,
ones, you know? What,
but this
Parasite's cool.
the reason why I ask is because let's hear me out. The reason why I ask because when I think of those villains, I truly, honestly think of them individually. Whereas when I think of Penguin, I think of Batman. When I think of Riddler, I think of Batman. You know, when I have those Rose Gallery, but when I think of Brainiac, for some reason, I think of I don't know. It's weird. It's I don't really put them that tight with Superman's Rogues Gallery.
Most
Brainiac-
heroes,
Brainiac
most
is a
well-known
second-tier
heroes
villain. That's
are going to
why.
have a so-called
who
rogue
has
gallery.
power.
Who does
That's
Superman have? Like top tier. Top tier is Lex Luthor. Everyone else,
That's
B.
Brainiac.
It's,
It's
B or
crazy because
C.
Brainiac has top tier power.
Yeah.
Correct, but he is not a top tier
but
recognizable
why isn't he such a recognizable villain?
Villain.
Because he's not. Is it because he's not written well?
No,
Because-
because he's the type of villain, like similar to Ultron, that can't show up every 3 issues.
Every single time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just can't.
But,
So
like, what other
I'm gonna
villains are
disagree.
relevant to Superman? Like
So I'm gonna disagree with Sam. The most iconic and relevant villain for Superman is Lois Lane. I said what I said.
God.
That's it.
I love you, Del.
That's it. Sounds like
That's it. Lois Lane
It
always
took
puts
her,
him in
it
trouble.
took her 775 issues to figure out that he was Clark Kent.
She's always jumping outside the building so he can save her.
His
That's true.
glasses.
How many
his
people
glasses
died,
have-
Lois, while you were
have-
falling off the
have
side of a
powers.
building?
Exactly.
She's
When she wants to go
more
investigate.
more deaths than Lex Luthor. Done.
Well, let me
You're
ask
right,
you guys:
Del.
Is
I agree
is
with you.
Cat is
I'm telling you.
Catwoman overrated? Is Catwoman overrated?
I don't think so.
She doesn't put people's lives in death.
I
In
think Gwen
stake.
Stacy is.
Oh, you think Gwen Stacy's more? Well,
Yeah, but Gwen Stacy.
okay, all right,
like,
all right.
There's two Gwen Stacys now. Like,
It's 3,
true, but like in
4.
like which Gwen Stacy is overrated? Spider Gwen?
There's
It is-
Spider Gwen. There's Gwenpool, and now there's Weapon X.
Isn't there radioactive spider one?
That's just crap.
Radioactive
Metallo's a
Spider
good
Gwen.
one. I feel like the
There
Spider
is a-
Villain in
Oh,
Beyond-
Peter, thank you. Metallo is badass.
I think
Metallo is
Spider Verse Gwen Stacy is great. I think what they're doing with her in comics, kind of making her like a fourth wall Deadpool type of thing. I don't like it.
Wait. Vandal Savage. Isn't that Superman too?
Mm,
Forgot about that
Huh?
guy.
I like
Vandal
that.
Savage.
Oh, you mean
Mr. Mortal guy.
yeah, Vandal Savage. I do like Vandal Savage, but I like it because of, and the
I
reason
always
why I
think
know
of
of him
Vandal
because of the
Savage as a Justice
cartoon.
League villain, you know?
But he's a Batman villain, right? Isn't he? I think
I-
Vandal Savage is.
I feel like Teen Titans has a better villain setup than the Justice League.
Well, Justice League doesn't really have a villain setup, but why do you say that? I mean, they do.
I mean-
It's more compelling. It's
Well,
the
that's
reason why Teen
because,
Titans was
yeah.
the most popular.
Yeah, it's
book
more
next to Batman.
interesting.
Well, and you see the same villains over and over in Teen Titans, so they're more relevant. With the
Right.
Justice League, the most iconic run in my mind is Grant Morrison's, and there were like a million villains, and then Batman was more became their villain at some point.
So, okay, when I was more talking about, I like the storylines more with Teen Titans when they fight people, especially that run when they fight Slade Wilson for a while.
Yep,
That
I mean, he's probably their biggest villain.
one hands down.
Deathstroke.
Who? Who is it?
And
Oh,
then
that's
try and then try.
Slade Wilson.
Trigon. Yep.
Trigon.
Brother
Isn't Trigon's underrated, isn't he? Because
Don't bring up manga.
No,
Don't bring
I
up
mean
manga,
he's
people.
when he pops up, he's Galactus level. He's that powerful. So it's it's not someone that they just gonna overuse because not many people can really beat. I mean, he doesn't really ever get defeated. He just kind of
'Cause
gets thwarted and goes away.
he's magic, right?
He's a very
Yeah.
high level demon, very powerful.
So
I feel like if I go ahead.
no, I was gonna say because you mentioned Spider Gwen. Is once again the Spider Gwen is popular because of the Spider Universe cartoon.
I mean, her comics don't sell a lick. Her new series is pretty good, but her comics they're terrible.
But once again, is she popular as she is because of the cartoon?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
She's sustaining popularity and growing because
She
of the
has one of the
cartoon.
best costumes.
She's not
Period. Her costume is
growing.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's what made her popular in the first place. Cosplay took over, and that miniseries just went off. And then when it was adapted into cartoons and the movie, now it's a mainstay.
I mean, nobody complains about the fact that she has the dumbest superhero name in the history of dumb superhero names, Spider Gwen. It's just dumb. You know what I mean?
I guess I never I guess I never thought about that. Maybe.
Her Ghost Spider name is cool.
Ghost Spider. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I like what Peter said, and I kind of wish too Legion of Doom from the cartoon should be adapted to comics more often. Growing up, the Battle of the Super Friends or whatever it was called,
Didn't that just happen? Ish.
If it
Wasn't Legion of Doom, Dan, just in comics like not too long ago?
I don't even know what Legion of Doom is. The Road Warriors. Oh, what a rush!
What do you mean? You don't know what Legion of Doom is?
Of course, he knows what it is.
I don't know what the Legion of Doom cartoon is.
They're the super
what the
villain,
fuck?
like
Super Friends.
villains. Yeah, the Super Friend villains. They're underwater in the
from the 80s.
The don't. Yes, from the early 80s.
Wasn't it 70s?
It's like 78,
Wonder
maybe
Twin Powers
79.
activate.
80s.
Wonder
Hey,
Twin
Dan.
Powers activate. They're underrated.
Be my color man. What year was the cartoon? Find out.
The Legion of Doom cartoon.
The-
I know. I
yeah,
feel like in the
Super
Harley,
Friends.
in Super Friends, or I know in the Harley Quinn cartoon they brought up Legion of
Hey,
Doom.
Wendy.
in there.
It's called like the Battle of. It's Super Friends. The Battle of some shit. Anyways,
73.
that cartoon.
73.
Get the fuck out of
Really?
here. That cartoon was in 73.
Yeah,
Super Friends,
wrong?
73 to 85.
that animation style
Wow.
is straight up 70s.
Hold on, Dan. You're saying that because remember, Super Friends did Super Friends, then they did the Legion of Doom, and then they did other stupid cartoons.
Caesar
Yeah, but what
doesn't
are you
believe-
asking? Are you asking the origin of Super Friends? Or are you asking Super Friends versus Legion of Doom? What are you asking?
That one, when that series, when did that series come out? This motherfucker trying to get me all fucked up. Because I know it can't be 73. I was watching it. I'm older, but
Yeah, but
I'm
I mean,
not that fucking old.
Again, the Super Friends cartoon featured the Legion of Doom, was called the Challenge of the Super Friends.
That's
right?
the one. What
And
year?
it was 1978, 79, you old bastard.
There you go. All right. So I was right. It was 78, 79. Okay. All right. I grew up watching that when it was actually, it wasn't a rerun and shit. It was actually new episodes. That's how fucking old I am.
I think Erica Slaughter is overrated.
Oh, come on.
That's so funny.
I do.
Really? You think it's overrated?
And I love Something's Killing the Children.
Didn't you just say on the last show that Something is Killing the Children is the most relevant indie book ever put out?
But that doesn't
Yeah,
mean
I don't
think
understand
the
now.
character is overrated.
Oh, God.
I mean, I don't disagree with you.
We're
But
literally
I
I don't
also
think she's-
agree that it's one of the most relevant books. Like, I just think
But
the
you know,
character is overrated.
but the
How
problem
can it be
is,
one of the most relevant books with the most overrated character?
I think we could call
Superman is the most
anything
relevant
overrated,
IP
though.
in the history of IPs, and
But
we
who's
were
the
all agreeing that his character is overrated.
I think we need to have an underrated list, Caesar.
underrated. We can switch
Yeah.
it around. We got a little bit more time. Who do you think is underrated?
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
I think Space Ghost is underrated.
I love.
Oh,
Space
I've always thought
Space
Space
Ghost
Ghost
is
was
very
underrated.
underrated.
I mean, now mind you, I wasn't watching that when it first came out. You sons of bitches. I might be old, but I'm not that old. Who do you think, Sam? Since you brought it up, who do you think is underrated?
Hmm.
And I'm going to ask you guys, including that college boy over there taking a fucking test.
Captain.
I'm being a hater, bro.
He's taking a cooking test.
That's tough.
What's the name of the guy? The Captain Earth? Captain.
What,
Planet.
Captain
Captain
Planet?
Planet?
Hey, man.
There we go. There we go. That's another one.
Captain
That'd be fun to watch.
My kids,
He's gonna say-
I'm
he's gonna say
so
Milo
I'm
Bones.
having my kids watch old cartoons, and we started watching Captain Planet not too long ago. They absolutely love it.
I think Hong Kong Phooey.
Oh, Hong Kong Fooey's great.
Oh, shit.
I love
Mom?
Hong Kong.
Listen.
Number one
listen,
super guy, even though he's not a guy.
That car,
Hong
that car,
Kong
that
Fooey,
car
faster than a
alone.
human eye. Bonk, kong, chong, chicka, ching, bang, bang. Like, what was
Yeah.
they saying? Like, yo. Like, yo.
Dude, that car
Yo, we
alone
get
could
canceled
transform-
today. You know what I mean?
And if I remember correctly, Hong Kong Fooey was voiced by Scat Carruthers. Because he,
Yeah, you're
there's
old.
a
You're old.
I am
don't
pretty
even
old.
know who Scat Carruthers is.
Everybody
I
loves
tell
Knight
you,
Rider and
you know-
Kit, but that Hong Kong Fooey car could transform into anything: a glider, a car, a submarine, a boat.
hey,
You know
Ish,
what? Hold on. You know what can top that though, Dan? Mrs. Frizzle.
Mrs.
From the
Frizzle.
Magic School Bus.
Hey, the Magic School Bus can turn into anything.
So I'm gonna say that
There's a
think
new series out. We watch that all the time.
I think from a villain perspective, I think Electro is incredibly underrated.
I agree
I
with
agree.
that.
I agree.
think he's
Oh.
Magneto level power.
I
on any given day.
agree. Is
Um,
Electra overrated?
No, Electra. Oh, Electra.
Yeah.
Thank you. Second month.
Mm.
She is.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's not like we're talking about a popular character that people clamor for, right? Even as Daredevil. So it's kind of hard to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And she is Daredevil now.
so
Yeah.
I think.
mm,
That's
I was going to
I think
ask you.
Skeletor is underrated as a villain.
I think
Oh,
Martian
wow.
Manhunter is underrated.
Oh,
as
Oh
a-
hell yeah! That guy does more love.
Yep, I agree. Blue Marvel, I
Yeah.
think, is underrated.
Mm.
Hey, Ish, I wanted to tell you that in case you're wondering who the name I mentioned, Scat Carruthers. If you ever saw The Shining, he's the brother who came to save the kid and he got fucking whacked with the axe. That's Scat Carruthers.
Who
If
else?
you've ever seen The Shining, Ish.
Red Rum.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
That's who I had.
One
His
underrated
granddaughter
character
is Mother
Animal Man.
Abigail. That character's
Animal Man?
granddaughter is Mother Abigail in the movie The Stand.
Animal
Yeah.
Man has some of the best like New 52 stories.
Yeah, for sure. I think Animal Man is completely underrated.
Icon is underrated.
I think Icon came out in a time when people were just, even though they came out at, I don't know.
Firestorm.
I think they came out at
I
wrong
feel
time.
like it's easier to say that DC characters are underrated than Marvel characters because I just keep thinking of DC characters now.
I can name
Like
a ton of Marvel characters. I
Pla-
think Tigra is
Plastic Man.
underrated.
Polaris is
underrated.
underrated.
Polaris is
Oh.
way underrated. Tigra
Plastic
is underrated in my
Man.
opinion.
Enchantress.
Dr. Manhattan.
No, Enchantress is not.
Dr. Fate.
I'll tell you that.
They don't use him enough, honestly.
I like Dr. Fate.
Yeah, Dr. Fate, I like
I thought Dr. Fate's kind of cool. He's one of those just cool. There's just some characters out there that are just cool looking. They nailed it when it comes to it.
Captain Atom.
If you read the Grant Morrison run of Animal Man, you'll be like, that
It's
dude is
incredible.
underrated.
So good.
You
I
know
got a
who I
question.
think is one of the most underrated characters in Marvel all time?
Mm.
Absorbing Man.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think he's a top tier
Superman.
villain that they just don't use like a top tier villain. Like
Wasn't he
really,
he was the resolution of Secret Wars, wasn't he? I can't remember. It
no,
was a Molecule Man.
Molecule.
No, Molecule Man, who is I don't think underrated anymore based on how they used him in all the series lately.
and how they continue to use him. Yeah,
continue to use him. Yeah.
You know who they really underrated? Is it the android Amazo? Right, that's his name.
Oh, Amazo.
Yeah, I mean he's the one that
Yeah,
defeated
yes,
Justice by
yeah.
himself.
Yep.
And then they don't.
That's a great
the thing is, I don't think they can use him correctly in live action because the way they did in Avengers, what's his face? Ultron.
Ultron.
Like they Ultron's a bigger villain than that. Honestly,
Ultron was underrated in the MCU movies.
Yeah,
that's
They really scaled him down
Why do you think they did that? They don't want to make him too powerful?
because it's
I
like
mean,
a
what-
movie. It's like a 2 movie. Ultron is an in game.
yeah.
In game. You know what I mean? He's an in game level villain.
Yeah.
And they had to go back into the past, and Wolverine was going to kill Henry Pym to stop him from making him. Like, this is how Ultron is that type of a threat.
Yep.
So they changed it up so much where Henry Pym is the one that created Ultron and not Tony
He
Stark.
really created Ultron.
He really, yeah, he's the one who
He's the
created him.
comic guy. In comics, he created Ultron.
He's the one that created Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that way, see, that's the whole thing, right? They couldn't do that because
There is no Henry
at
Pym.
at the time there was no Pym in when they were thinking about that during the Avengers time. Yeah, it is funny how they tweak these movies to fit the narrative without making it too drawn out. It would be
That-
interesting.
I mean,
It
if
would
you
be
look at who the MCU underrated, right? They underrated the Elders of the Universe,
Oof.
the champion and the collector and the champion. They
collector.
underrated both of them, right?
Yeah.
The
They
Duck.
underrated Odin.
Howard. Mhm.
Did you say Howard the Duck?
He said Howard. Yeah.
They really underrated Adam Warlock.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really nerfed
Oh
Adam
my
Warlock.
god.
Really nerfed him. These are characters they nerfed Ronan the Accuser. Like they nerfed these characters. Like they really.
I think they kind of nerfed. I think they nerfed the Red Skull a little bit.
You know what's crazy that you say that, Ish? They underrated or they underplayed the Ronin, right? But then the Marvels movie, that regular person's in it's more powerful than Ronin. Like what the fuck?
Who?
That what the Marvels movie? I forgot the name of the bad guy there.
The
What
Flurkin.
was her name?
Yeah, J. Rob knows him. It's a chick.
Yeah, the girl. No, she's not. And that they really downplayed Ronan. Listen, they got rid of Odin, and I always say this, they got rid of Odin because if Odin still exists, there is no Thanos, there's no Infinity War, there's no Endgame. And once you introduce this character, you introduce a character that can go toe to toe with Thanos with an Infinity Gauntlet. Got to get rid of him.
Okay, let me ask you this: Ish, you think Helena would go toe to toe with Thanos too?
Who?
Hella?
Helena.
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 Hella?
Yeah.
Well,
Hella.
He couldn't kill her, right?
Hello.
Yeah.
He couldn't make her go away because
That's what
up until the Scarlet Witch series, right? She was the MCU's version of death, which is a constant.
Exactly.
It's a constant. She's an abstract entity.
She's an entity. You can't kill death, in a sense.
Yeah.
You can make him disappear for a little bit.
Thanos
or you
wouldn't
could-
want to kill her though, right? Like he's worships and is in love with death.
He's married. Isn't he married to death?
No, she always rejects
He
him.
killed Death.
He did, but he did it to create the Infinity Gem,
Correct.
the Death Gem.
Yeah.
Well, she's not really dead because if you read Storm, right?
Yeah, true.
She just turned Brother Voodoo into one of her avatars.
Oh, speaking of Brother Voodoo, I think he's completely underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah.
I think Brother Voodoo is someone. You know what? I would have loved to have seen Disney Plus do a one shot of Brother Voodoo for Halloween or whatever. One of those Werewolf by Night, type of one shots like they're gonna do for Punisher. Would love to see just a 1 hour, 1 and a 25-minute Brother Voodoo. You know what
I'd
I mean?
watch it, but I could pass because he just doesn't. Nothing about him interests me. But I'd watch it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's a one-off worth of a show, not a series.
That's the stuff I want to see, though. Like we've discussed this, I think, on the pod before, but like I want to see a 20-minute show, like Marvel Tales show. Just give me glimpses of those types of characters, like all these underrated characters that we're talking about.
I think New Mutants were underrated.
This gives us a taste.
Another villain that we should have talked about when we're talking about Thor was Surtur.
Surtur.
Yeah, he played 4 or 5 minutes in that movie and that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
Who?
He just destroyed Asgard and that was it. They just let him do his thing.
Surtur. But at the same time, I got pissed off because they didn't show Beta Ray Bill. I wanted to see that character.
Yeah, but when you talk about things like Surtur, Dormammu, these are characters that if they really tried to explore them, it would take movies, right? Like Ragnarok is a few movie level event. Dormammu, you can't really Doctor Strange, you can't beat him.
Right. He tricked them. That's the only
Yeah.
way he beat him,
You
right?
can't
He
beat
tricked
him.
him.
You know what I mean? You can't really beat Surtur.
Yeah.
It's like once again it's like death. You can't really kill death. You can trick it to make it go away for a while, but that's about it. You know, it's. I tell you what, I would. You know, it's kind of interesting. You kind of nailed it, Sam. I the same way we're back in the early 90s when we first got Daredevil on the screen and Spider-Man and all that, we were just so happy to have those people up at the silver screen. I would love to have and see the lower level kind of underrated have their little 1 hour shot. And we talked about, like you're right, Sam, we talked about it many times in the show. If they did a Disney Plus 1 hour of these just
Yeah.
Yeah, an
underrated
anthology series.
characters.
Yep.
God, that would just be good. Just Marvel presents, and it's these,
That was
Brother
fun.
Voodoo,
Yep.
just
Brother Voodoo.
these just the small characters, and you
Just
just
bring
see
that
their
spirit of like, picking up a book or,
Yep.
seeing a character for the first time. It would like infuse that into television.
We've
They're
been
doing,
we've
they're
been having
doing great with Marvel Zombies.
I have to watch it. That's like
I
top of my list right now.
I
gotta take a
started
break
started
from
watching
anime.
it.
You do a Marvel Comics Presents
I started
series.
watching it
First
today.
episode, you just do like you
it good?
start it off slow. You give people a hero that no one would ever think of, and you just do Nomad, right? Or like
Nomad,
Solo.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just
Just for like the
me
first,
well.
you know what I mean? And then the next episode, you kind of meld it into, and then you could build to like a mid-season where a couple characters meet or what have you, and then go back into, you know what I mean? These
But
Like,
one-off.
it would behoove Marvel to do this because it would draw some certain generation into like, well, that's a cool character. Where else can I see them, right? Or where are they from? Or what's their first appearance and all
You
that
never
stuff.
know what hit you might have on your hands too.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Who thought Peacemaker wasn't be so well?
Sleepwalker.
True.
You could do a really trippy horror
Sleepwalker.
episode focused around Sleepwalker. You know what I mean? Or
Oh,
and
that would be awesome.
yeah, and then come back with like a Darkhawk episode. Just you go from this trippy horror Twilight Zone type Sleepwalker episode to now you're out in space and you have
Right.
Darkhawk. You know what I mean? The next
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You
So,
just kind of go
They
around.
gotta
I
hire
got
us.
to go.
They gotta hire
I'm,
us.
I'm gonna go already, guys. But before I
Right.
go, I forgot to mention this earlier. The one that really underrated and they butchered it was Gore the God Butcher. They
They nerfed
destroyed that.
They nerfed
Yeah,
him.
Gore in the movie was awful in
Yeah,
comparison.
They really nerfed him.
to the
They
threat.
nerfed,
that's a-
they nerfed so many characters
Yeah, that's a good one, Dale.
to
That's a
make
good
it palatable for audiences that aren't comic book heads.
Yeah.
All right,
Like,
folks. We'll
no
catch you later,
audience
man.
that's not a comic book head is going to question.
Have a good night.
Yep.
Guys.
This is the collector and the grandmaster, like elders of the universe. They're never going to question that. I'm sitting there like, well, you don't know who Loki is? You're an elder of the universe. You certainly know who his father is. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? You have no idea who Loki is.
Speaking of Marvel Zombies, so like I started saying it, Dan, did you see it?
Peter
Yeah.
said Deathlock. That's so awesome.
No.
They tried to do Deathlock in the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. show,
Mm.
and it didn't go very well. So everyone's talking about this whole Marvel Zombies, and I started watching the first 15 minutes of it, and I had to go because of work. And people are saying, I say people, I'm going to say Facebook, all the communities, they loved episode 1, 2, 3, got hot. It got hot, and it's good, but they didn't like the end. So now that's what sucks about that, because now I'm going to be expecting that letdown at the end.
Why?
Because I think that's the way it is. You know, like when you watch a movie, people are like, I never suspected that twist at the end.
With
You know what I mean?
open arms.
Son of a bitch. Just, what the fuck was in that taco? That's what I want to know.
Why don't you just go into it with open arms?
What I'm saying is, mofo, is that when you watch a movie, when you start hearing about movie, people are like the twist, the end will twist your mind, or you never. Now I'm expecting a fucking twist at the very end. I hate when trailers even do that, right? They're like, and you know, they're like, at the end will blow your mind. You know, it's like, Oh, great! Now I'm waiting to get my mind blown, and you're like, oh, there you go.
Havoc is underrated.
You barely see that Joker.
He's so underrated. Cyclops is overrated, and he's got a brother that's underrated.
Why is that Jean Grey overrated?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Absolutely.
You think Jean Grey's overrated?
I think she's way, very overrated.
Is Beast underrated?
Yep.
Is Colossus overrated?
No, but he's not underrated either.
Yeah, he's stagnant.
What about Archangel?
Neither.
I love Archangel.
Like, he's not overrated or underrated.
But I don't like Angel.
Right. When you talk about characters with the X-Men that are over or underrated.
I love Archangel.
It's funny.
Yeah, Angel. Archangel, and I'm with you on that. I don't like
Metal Wing Archangel or Feather Wing Archangel.
But he can do both. He can do both now, so that's what's cool.
Man, Metal all the way.
Yeah,
he can do both now, so that's what's
cool. I even agree with that. I think Archangel's just cooler looking. I think Angel's just.
But I thought he was underrated as just Angel. I don't think he's either now that he can do both or as Archangel, but I thought he was certainly underrated as just Angel. I don't think he's the most popular character, and I'm not really a fan of the original X-Men, but I certainly thought he was underrated.
I think as Archangel, he's underrated.
Let me ask you, what other than flying, does Angel have other abilities?
He shoots the little feathers and crap.
He doesn't shoot feathers. He does only
the little metal flipping
feathers. Angel, not Archangel.
Angel never was compelling to me. I always thought he was a bitch. Archangel, absolutely fantastic.
But I thought all the original 5 X-Men were bitches.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like, they were just bitches.
Wait a minute.
Iceman was my favorite besides Jean Grey.
Really, Peter?
No, Peter, don't attack my girl like that.
Which Psylocke? Which Psylocke? Asian Psylocke or British Psylocke?
But any of them.
Well, there's 2 now.
Then I got 2 girls.
Magic is overrated. Magic is overrated though.
And
I love her. And I love her.
Magic was underrated for forever.
Yeah, she was.
Forever.
All the New Mutants that were underrated.
And then
forever.
now she's just appreciated. She's not overrated. She's appreciated.
All the New Mutants were underrated.
Wait. I still want to go back.
Magic was underrated forever. She deserved to be, and I love Magic. You know, she's
what about Luna?
No, I know.
She deserved to be underrated.
I'm just saying.
Is Luna overrated or underrated?
Luna Snow.
Luna Snow underrated.
Snow is underrated.
What about Squirrel Girl?
Oh, here, don't get him started.
She's beyond.
He'll go for an hour on Squirrel Girl.
I even know she's overrated. I'll tell you right now, she's overrated. Even though she fucking beat.
She's not overrated popularity wise. She's
Galactus or
power wise.
Who did she beat? Galactus.
The only book I've ever traded ish.
What about Sue Storm?
She didn't beat Galactus.
Underrated.
I think she's becoming overrated
because of the
movie. Caesar, there you go. The movie.
No. Before the movie, I thought she was becoming overrated. They started making her really OP.
There you go, Peter.
Really OP, and putting her to the forefront of Fantastic Four, which I don't have a problem with. But I think it's similar with Scarlet Witch, but that's really movie wise. I think that on a power level, maybe she's not. You might be right, because she is one of the most powerful characters in Marvel, and most people wouldn't know.
Yep.
Ish. I'm gonna go back to Angel real quick. Did you say he's immortal?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a mutant, like similar to Nightcrawler, where Nightcrawler is a part of the mutant Nephilim bloodline. Angel is mutant Seraphim. Right? They're mutants that are tied to heaven.
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler's underrated. I always thought he was underrated.
I don't think so. I think he's right where he should be. A very popular, dope character.
Yeah, very popular.
Yep.
I was gonna say, who the fuck is this? Dan, what? You're an idiot. Well, just fucking say Forge. He puts it in the comments. Like, oh, I'm a fan watching the show. What about Forge?
I love Forge.
Forge is where he should be, and I love him.
The person he changed his name to Manuel Rowlick.
Stop and do 2 minutes of Caesar doing that voice. Oh, what about Forge?
Well, I honestly, I think he's gonna change his name to like Manuel Rowlick. Oh, who's this Raniel Rowley guy?
I mean,
Says Forge.
I think Rain Sinclair is underrated.
Freaking
Wolverine's daughter.
What about Rocket and Groot? Where do you
Rain
put
Sinclair
them
is
on the
Wolfsbane.
list?
stupid. Take that off.
I think Rocket is way overrated, and Groot is probably where he should be.
Oh, I agree. I think
agree with you on
Rocket is way overrated.
Mhm.
He once again he wouldn't be. Well, let's put all the Guardians in there. If it wasn't for the movie, nobody would know who the fuck. Only the true nerds would know who Rocket Raccoon is.
What about the
But the thing is, Drax the Destroyer.
I love the
Drax the
Watcher.
Destroyer, first of all, got nerfed by the MCU, but he wouldn't have been on that Guardians of the Galaxy team, and they really nerfed him.
Because he's
really
more of a
nerfed him.
he's like a badass, isn't he?
He's the one dude that could toe to toe Thanos, and if Thanos ain't careful, kill him, because that's all he wants to do, and he's capable. and
you're
that-
kind of right. You're kind of right. They did kind of nerf him because
It did.
I mean, he alone could take on quite a few people, and he got sort of beaten down by a drunk. Who tossed him around in the movie that made him yeah, you're right. You're right.
The other one
I
they
didn't
didn't nerf in Guardians of the Galaxy, they gave Peter
that's
Quill
not
more
true.
power than he deserved. They didn't nerf Mantis. They just didn't show you what Mantis was capable of, because if they did, there's no movie to write. You know what I mean? But they didn't nerf her.
Do you guys agree with what Peter says? The best
No,
X-Men are
no.
Colossus, Nightcrawler, and Iceman?
Colossus is not even close.
I mean, these are awesome X-Men. I would take Iceman. I mean, he's never been my favorite, but I mean, I'm a fan of Australian X-Men, so I'm a giant size guy. So I love Colossus, Nightcrawler, Wolverine, Storm, Rogue.
I think Nightcrawler is underrated.
Who's just out of curiosity, Dan? Who's your best X-Men? Your top three?
My top three X-Men.
This is a stream in itself.
Yeah,
Top
Is that
X-Men
me?
choices.
can't
Who
pick
you after?
three.
You know what?
Your
Let's
top
pause
three
on
X-Men, Dan.
Let's pause on that. Maybe you know
Yeah.
what? I just got an idea for the next show. It's
We
gonna be
should
next show's
battle.
gonna
We
be
should do a best X-Men bracket.
We did
Storm.
we did.
Storm.
We did.
Storm's up there.
We
Oh.
did. It was the worst bracket we've ever
it. I boy was on there. I'm like,
I boy, fucking.
dude.
The hands down best hero is Other.
You asshole. Hey, listen, everybody. We have 10 minutes.
No, he sent me a message last week, and he goes, "I made a mistake."
I did
It's
make
like
a mistake.
I
can't find it.
It's like you said, I can't find
Other and all of the above. Those
So
are
he
like the
read it. He's
dynamic
like, "Hey
duo.
guys, so what do you think about
man.
Other? Is Other make the list?" Like,
You know what? Because I went back and I went to go look for Other, and I couldn't find it. I'm like, holy shit. And so I even looked at the Google and said, Other. I said, indie comic, Other. And they're like,
looking at his phone, he's going, what do you think I think of update now? That's your app, Caesar. It's asking you to update your app, bro.
I was so embarrassed for myself.
he was reading this list of indie books to ask us if we thought they were like relevant or important. He was reading from the list.
Sam
And
was
he's going down
there.
the list, and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right. Why the Last Man? All right. What about Other?" He's like, Other. Not even on the list, right? It's actually the word, like you're saying, Other, like not these ones. And he's like, "What about Other?" Like, it's
I was
Just
listen.
gonna let you have it, Caesar. I was just like, no, man, not iconic.
I was like, "Yo, what are you reading from?" You know me. I'm like, what list is this? Other? Like,
If you guys didn't know it,
What about Scroll Down? You guys like that hero?
you asshole.
is
Listen,
Roll Down underrated?
I'm the first to admit it. And when I couldn't find Other as an indie comic, I was like, holy shit, I'm in for it.
At that
I
point,
roasted myself.
You should have told yourself that you don't think Mute is overrated.
Oh man. I swear now my main goal is to find the indie comic book Other. I'll fucking make one. I will write one tomorrow
There we
to
go.
make it indie to prove you guys
Right.
wrong.
You didn't have to read it.
Other. I'll write it and won't read it. I'll just fucking write it, But you did give me an idea for in 2 weeks, because next week is the movie show for the Halloween with the girls. But I think we're going to talk about. We'll have an X-Men show, and I'm going to try to bring a special guest on. Another
can
X-Men.
we do it a bipartite show just to make it so it's not to give some of the audiences more interest? Can we do
Do a
X-Men
horror movie
Avengers?
bracket.
Can we do like best X-Men lineup, best
We
Avengers
could
lineup?
100%. We could do that. We could actually. I like this idea. I like this brainstorm. This is what you guys don't see in the background, people. Utter nonsense. So this is the thing. I do like that, and I think I might bring some. I think I might bring somebody in who's an X-Men fan, and ask if they want to be on the show and really kind of get their take on it. If you know what I'm talking about, Dan, we'll ask him. Okay, very good. Wow, that was fucking stupid.
What?
I don't think we talked about.
I think DJ's comment deserves some recognition.
Oh shit! I need to know about the X-Men show with Ish. I want to be there for that. Well, it'll be in
Shout out to
what?
DJ, man.
DJ. Hold on, because we're gonna have to cancel. Oh, by the way, we're gonna have to cancel one of the shows because I won't be around. That'll be on the 9th. Oh, no, sorry, that's September. October. Oh shit, that's not good. Oh. We might have to either move the date. Oh, I don't know. We might not have that many shows in October. I'm going to be on vacation on the 13th of
Do
October,
a show live on location.
and I will be in Oklahoma on the week of the 20th. So maybe the 26th. Eesh. Well, it gives us more time, more prep time. That's all. It gives us more prep time. An FF lineup. I don't know that. I mean, do you guys want an FF lineup? I mean, who would be in the? There's only people. There's only four people. There's only four people in the FF, so I don't know who else would. At least on the Avengers, you have a plethora. X-Men and Avengers, you have a plethora of people to choose from. So, all right, guys. So this is about the time of the show where, God, I can't believe I said other. This is about the time of the show where we're going to go around, everybody pimp their wares, where we could find you and all that good stuff. So we're going to start with J Rob, because J Rob has the least to talk about. So why don't you go ahead, J Rob? Tell us where can we find you, J Rob? How'd you do on your test? How'd you do on your test?
100, of course.
Look at that.
Boom.
What kind of test is this?
I'm taking, what is this class? World History and
Government.
no. It's
Well, you failed that test.
Is this for your GED or what?
negative. World History and Culture from the culinary perspective.
Okay. So you want to be one of those short order cooks, those work at a greasy spoon where you kind of ring the bell and pick up, one of those kind of guys.
No, just working my own kitchen in my house.
Okay. All right,
But
go
no,
ahead.
you can find me. Hey, thanks for having me. You can find me in class. That's about it.
Yeah, joking. I forgot you were on the show until you said something. I was like, I forgot about this guy. All right, Sam.
Hey guys, you can find me at Comic Sam Collects on Instagram, Comic Sam on Whatnot and eBay. I got a bunch of auctions going this week. I have 2 books dropping in New York Comic Con. I don't know if we can see on the phone. It's tough to see that.
Yeah, no, you got it. We got it. Yeah.
Casey Jones exclusive by Jay Gonzo. That's limited to 500, I think. Sorry, that's my bad. It'll be launching on the show floor, and then our Department of Truth issue 0
Awesome book.
by Tech and Flops. That will be debuting on the show floor too. So you can find me at New York Comic Con. If any of you, I'll be walking around, so I won't be in a specific place, but DM me on Instagram, and I would love to meet up and meet some folks from the community.
When is that again? The Comic Con?
This weekend, right?
New York Comic Con is next
weekend.
Is it next week?
No, it's October. It's October, second week of October.
Next
Damn.
weekend.
Second week of
No.
October.
Second week, fool.
Yep, it is next.
Not the one the following weekend.
Next week,
Yeah.
I will be flying out Wednesday morning and then flying back Monday.
You're flying to New York Comic Con?
Yeah.
It's like 45 minutes and it's like $125. It's better than driving 6 hours.
Is it
Oh,
6
fuck
hours
that.
from where you are to go to New York Comic Con?
It's 8
Yes.
hours.
Holy
It takes you
Wow.
8 hours to get
I'm
there.
terrible with
8
geography.
hours to get to New York.
I'm
Why
in
it
New
take
York
you
in
so
6
long?
hours every time. I don't know what you like. What you be taking?
No, 8
The
hours.
scenic route?
He's
No.
taking the Hong Kong Fooey car.
I've never taken 8 hours to get to New York. I leave
Really?
at 6 a.m. I'm there by noon.
Uh,
Like J-Rob is, I'm sure I leave at 6 a.m. I'm there by
You better deploy the freaking sails on that thing to get you there faster.
Oh, I drive fast. I'm there in 8 hours.
the
Once you hit
Hong
traffic.
Kong Fooey car. You son
Again,
of
I
a
leave
bitch,
at
Dad.
6 in the morning and I'm there at noon. I
Well,
go
you know
watch the
that.
play, eat, and drive home.
Well, listen, Dan will take his flying carpet. He would get there in about 2 minutes.
Dude,
So it's
Lebanese, we don't even have an Air Force. We got hot air balloons. That's all we got.
No, y'all got.
okay.
We got
Don't
hot air
go
balloons. We drop falafel on people. Listen.
Why does it take you?
What?
Jay's still on that, man. Let it go, Jay. It's,
Yeah, that's because I know that's not an 8-hour drive, dude.
I'm not good
No,
with
it's
geography, but
not.
I drove through New York faster than that.
Oh,
Nah, bro. I don't. You must be driving a micro
No,
machine.
man.
that was a low blow in like 10 ways. Like there's so
That's
many
up.
layers to that.
Yeah,
to that
it
comment.
could
Like
stop.
no, it's so
My
It
bad,
could be
my
a
bad.
6-hour drive until you hit like crazy traffic. Once you
made
hit the
in made
city.
in Taiwan. The micro
Yeah,
machine.
no, I believe you with the traffic, but I
Signs, like, there's all kind of stuff going
Oh,
on
yeah.
with that.
Peter, I'll see
Yeah.
you there.
I'm jealous. I wish the accommodations in New York weren't so expensive. I'd love to go. I'd go there in a minute, but it's like the hotels are a fortune.
I have a Thursday
2-hour drive
ticket.
from. Oh no, Buffalo's a 2-hour.
We could
drive
try and
from
find you the other 3 days, Dan.
Yeah, I love it.
Could you find an Airbnb outside the city?
Yeah, I'm
Dan,
not
can
that
you
good.
talk about your stuff?
Sorry.
I'm not that good. Where can we find you? You tell me, Habibi.
All right. Sorry. Anyway, so guys, thank you for having me. I do love this group. I really do. I learned so much from you guys. You're so smart, knowledgeable, and you make me crack up. This is like therapy for me every week. So when I'm not here on the comic menu, knocking it up with these great guys here, you find me on Instagram, Tree City Comics. I'm always posting about the books I'm reading on Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. You'll find me at the end of October. I'll be in Baltimore Comic Con. So if you're going to Baltimore Comic Con, look me up. I'd love to connect with you there, and we can, shoot the shit and talk about books and get photos and just hang out. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Find me on Instagram, Tree City Comics.
All
Doing the
right.
best reviews every single week.
Yeah, he's good. He has good stuff. He does. It's good reviews. It's good stories. It's great stuff.
So the cool thing about this, everyone, is that we can be really crass and you kind of see this chemistry because we actually all really like each other.
Crass.
And we do talk to each other and crass towards each other and say certain things and have this kind of banter because we all actually like each other. We all actually do talk to each other and interact with each other offline.
True.
And we like each other. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what you get. And with all that having been said, all of the, the flowers and the mushy stuff out of the way, I'm Issue X and I'm that dude. I'm the Robin Hood of the unfair market, owner and proprietor of Comic Sense, and I have the privilege and pleasure and the honor every week of hanging out with some of the dopest people on the dopest comic-related podcast where we have the dopest subjects and the dopest guests, like really dope. Everybody here is dope. J-Rob, he kind of downplayed what he does because he says you can find him in class, but this is a guy that has class. And not only does he has class, if you have him as an ally in this community, you have one of the greatest allies. He won't tell you, so I'm going to tell you. This man will go above and beyond for you if you give him reason to. You ain't going to do for yourself, but he'll promote you. He will carry the torch for you. He will make sure your name is heard in places that it has not been heard in. He will give you suggestions. If you're looking for stuff, he'll find it for you. One of the most thoughtful, genuine dudes you can meet in comics, as is my homeboy Dan from Tree City Comics. You need to go to Instagram. You need to check out his page. You really do. This guy, you heard of people like Guy Smiley and Eddie Haskell. He is the opposite of them. Like when I mean that, his demeanor is so inviting because it's genuine. Like when you sit down at a show, I have this motto at Comic Sense where I say to my customers and my people, I want you to win. And Dan is the living embodiment of that, and I mean that. Like he's so inviting, and he just wants to help you out. He just wants you to benefit and have a good experience when you deal with Dan. And trust me, go to Tree City Comics, follow Tree City Comics. The experience is great. The reviews, he just did a really dope sell. Just one of the greatest people that you can meet in this industry. Really, truly, I mean that. My man Comic Sam is always busy about the business of being busy, and this is good, right?
Yeah.
He has all of the things tucked away somewhere in his house in his collection. Like he has the things that he doesn't even know he has until he digs them out on a Whatnot stream. It was like, oh, I didn't know I had this. I don't want to sell this. And he's always doing really great things. One of the most knowledgeable, insightful people in comic books. I often say that he's the only dude whose spec I trust that's not my own.
Oh,
I often say that all the time. Just a great dude, a great specker, great Whatnot stream, does great exclusives, has his ear to the street on what is hot and what's not in comics. Really, really smart. Cesar D. Morales, I can't say this enough, man. I'm so glad I met this dude. If I'm looking for a book, I can reach out to Cesar, and Cesar will get back to me. He's helped me find books. Love this guy. Love this guy. He's done reels for me. I need you to check out The Real Dracula Wolf on Instagram. If you need reels, if you need promo, listen, he did my promo for Escape, Exquisite Courses, in my Exquisite Courses promo. Phenomenal. These things are fire. They're masterpieces. I really bugged him on the Exquisite Corpses one, and he just bared with me. He didn't tell me to fuck off. He just was like, okay.
that is taken off today on the Facebook group, by the way.
It's really taken off.
It is taken off.
Really taken off. Phenomenal dude who, among all the things that and he sings too, among all the things that he does, right? The voiceovers, the Instagram, the reels, the promos, the Real Dracula's Wolf on Instagram, his day job, his recovery from his health every week by hook and I'm the crook. He's here bringing you this really dope content. So I need y'all to go over to YouTube, and I need you to click a thumbs up. I need you to watch it for a couple seconds. I need you to give him the props for spending his time 2 to 3 hours every Tuesday evening, spending his days starting on Thursday or Friday, sending us our group messages like, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to discuss? Like all the things that go into this before we get to this point. So shout out to him, and shout out to me. I am the Robin Hood of the unfair market, the owner and proprietor of Comic Sense. My goal was to bring you the full-fledged middle finger, all of the smoke, the best value on the unfair market, because I genuinely want you to win. Right now, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to say go follow me on Comic Sense on Instagram. Follow me on Comic Sense on Facebook. There's a group. There's a page. Follow issue.x on Instagram. Yo, I love you too, Dan. And I have an exclusive cover.
Yes.
That is my exclusive cover of
Let's
Exquisite Corpses #6, featuring Rascal Randy, done by the Kevin Delgado. That is a Tricks serial homage, and quiet as kept because I read the book. You want this. This is it. This issue is the one. Shout out to Kevin Delgado for work on this. Shout out to Cesar for doing the really dope promo reel on this. Really excited about it. That having been said, y'all know what time it is. Pass the mic to the brother from another mother.
Another color. Listen, first of all, I want to apologize on behalf of Sam, because he got it on both ends. First with the Dan saying he should take the Hong Kong Fooey car, and then Jason saying he must be driving the Micro Machine. So
I didn't mean it that way.
Mine was not race motivated though. Mine was just because of my earlier comment about the Hong Kong Fooey car.
Of course, it has nothing to do with the fact that Sam looks and is Asian, and out of all the mobiles,
the Micro Machine one was layered so deep.
Yeah,
but out of all the cars, out of all the pop culture cars that Dan could choose, not the Batmobile, not whatever.
Hey,
Hong
Sam,
Kong
drive
Fooey
there.
car.
You drive skip there.
Say, are you riding a rice rocket?
God damn.
What's with you guys?
I'm going to be
Son
at
of a
HR
bitch.
tomorrow.
So that, so that being said, yes, that everything Ish says, and go follow the Comic Sense Facebook page. Listen, everybody, I wouldn't have these guys here if I didn't love them. Treat them like my own brothers, even you, J. Rob. You know, it's a nice thing to be every Tuesday, and next Tuesday we're gonna it's the beginning of the spooky season, so we're gonna have ladies on. Sharon Kincaid and Mandy Michaels are gonna come on out, talk about some horror movies because it is October. That being said, after that, I don't know because I'm going to be very busy this month. So you might not be able to see us till the 28th. So maybe a little break might not be too bad. You know, we could rejuvenate the juices of the ideas. But we are, and I will state right now, we are going to do an top X-Men and your top Avengers show. Because as you saw, we did 2 hours of just strictly underrated and overrated. And you know what? This might be a topic that we bring up a lot, and it'll be called the underrated or overrated topic. And it could be about anything. It could be about anything pop culture. You know, it could be
Panel
characters. It could be
Panel
what's
members.
that? What did he?
The
What did he
most
say?
overrated panel members.
The most overrated panel members and underrated. J-Rob falls on both of those actually. I'll just let you.
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
just
sorry.
you just have to figure out.
I just got jaundiced from that comment. So
That's good.
my eyes might be
Yeah,
yellow.
you got to go way back
They
on that.
already
One.
were.
All right, guys. So that being said, let's enjoy. Have a nice rest of the week. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, sometime in October. We'll promote the show. Dan does his great promo ideas, and other than that, see ya. Don't want to be ya.